Hey guys, so today I am going to explain to you my daily day of eating, I guess. Obviously every day is a little different, but this is the one that I filmed,
Every
so I'm going to
morning,
explain
I put
this one.
in my
So
coffee.
first off, I
usually
always
do
start off my
scoop.
morning with coffee. So as you can see here, there's coffee, and I always put half a scoop of the BPI KetoBomb in it, and it tastes exactly like a French vanilla. Super good. And then I usually start the cooking process after I have a few more sips of my coffee, obviously, as you can see. So for my breakfast, you're gonna see I do a 232 grams, which I think is like about a cup of egg whites. I always use coconut spray. For a while I was using just like coconut oil, but just due to convenience, I've switched over to the spray. Probably not the best, but it works for me. And then I'll measure out my egg white, which is about 232 grams to be exact. It's obviously sometimes a little bit over or under, but around there. And then I always do one full egg. So if you guys don't have a scale, I really suggest getting a scale. Even if you're not dieting for something, or even just, I mean, this is if you're trying to like be really strict and like more consistent with your meals. But obviously you're eating more intuitively and just kind of going by how your body feels. Scale you probably don't need to have, but for me and what I'm trying to do, and just it kind of just gives me a little bit more consistency even when I am eating whatever. So right now I'm using just like the Kirkland brand egg whites, which are 100% egg whites, which I like. I switch between that one and the one that you can get just at like any grocery store. And then I'll do usually just one whole egg, which is a large egg. So I always make my like egg, I like fry up my egg whites kind of like an omelet, and then I keep the egg separate and like sunny side up, and then I take out the egg, put it on the plate, and then I like put the egg over the egg whites, as you're gonna see in the next little clip. P.S. Rocking those Santa Claus pajamas, eh? I must like them. So yeah, I fry that up, get the egg, get all fancy, you know, cracking it. Let's see if I can even do it properly. And I think I did. Yeah, good job, Victoria. So yeah, then I let that cook and I'll start to get my carbs for the morning. So what I do in the morning, pretty much this is like the breakfast I have every single day because it's my favorite, and I never really stray from this breakfast because yeah, I just really enjoy it. So I will get my oatmeal now. So right now I've been using just Quaker Minute oatmeal, but I do use the gluten-free. I'm not sure if there's a huge difference since most oatmeal is gluten-free, but it says it's completely gluten-free, and I do like this one. I find it doesn't cause any bloating or anything. It's just Quaker. And I'll do 50 grams of that. So as you can see, I'm just measuring out the 50 grams, and I'll probably show you where it is on the scale. I think that's what I do. Yep, so good old 50 grams, if you guys can see that. And then I will just add water to that. So for my oatmeal, I usually just do it in the microwave. I guess I kind of fast forwarded that, but I'll just add water a little bit over the oatmeal and then cook it for about 2 minutes. Make sure to watch it because it will blow up if you do it too long. And then I add about a tablespoon of cinnamon. I really like cinnamon, and I was just using the Kirkland brand. So then I mix that up, and I like to make it like really like mushy. And then you can see I'm just showing you the kind of ketchup I'm going to use on my eggs, which is Heinz brand organic ketchup. And there's the final product. So I also do add stevia into my oatmeal. So that is the final project. And I'm at my dad's here, so you can kind of see that. Meal 2, which is my pre-workout meal. First of all, I'm getting ready my pre-workout, which today I did just like my Best Aminos BPI product. And it is BCAAs, or I guess aminos, plus energy. So I really like it as my pre-workout because it's not too strong. And then a lot of the times I will add in apple cider vinegar in the morning. So I'm still in my pajamas because I work from home, so I can basically stay in my pajamas as long as I want to. So I'm just searching for the apple cider vinegar. I have it in my fridge at my house, but since I'm at my parents' in this clip, I had to kind of look for things. And also vitamin C and vitamin D is 2 supplements I usually take in the morning, but right now I'm taking them in the afternoon. So that would be what I would do for my pre-workout for today. It does differ some days. Whoa, hello Regan. And some days it does differ, and I'll do the Vortex, or I will do the Best Pre. And clearly my camera will not like to zoom and focus on this clip. So yeah, I think I just gave up. Oh, there we go. So that's the kind of apple cider vinegar I use. And then I'm going to make my large salad. So I usually do about 300 grams of iceberg lettuce, give or take. It's a lot of lettuce. And then I'll do like half a tomato, I'll do some carrots, I'll do a little bit of onion, I'll do like cucumber, probably like half to 1/3 depending on the size. I always fry up my chicken usually with the onion, as you can see here, just because it tastes so much better. And then there's the final product, and I do use olive oil and apple cider vinegar for the dressing. So usually 1 tablespoon of olive oil and quite a bit of red wine vinegar. Sorry, I said apple, I meant red wine. And I use the Farm Boy brand because it tastes really good. And then I do put some green olives in there as well, as you can see. So I kind of just mix that all up, wait for my chicken to cook, and then I'll put it all together. And today I did an apple for my carb source, for my pre-workout. This always switches. I usually will do the apple, or I'll do rice cakes, or I'll do rice. But for today, I did an apple because my parents had apples, and I really wanted an apple, so that's what I did. So meal 3, which was my post-workout, we went to Swiss Chalet. So I got my typical Swiss Chalet chicken teriyaki stir fry. So basically how I get it done is I get half the amount of rice. So it usually ends up being like a cup of rice. Like they put so much rice if you don't ask for half. And then I get extra veggies. And then it's about 4 ounces of chicken. And then I got the teriyaki on the side. And then I just put about a tablespoon on it. So that's basically that. That's what I had for my post-workout meal. And it's so good, but they definitely don't like it that I always do that. And then meal 4, I basically just try to recreate my own Swiss Chalet stir fry. So I did about 93 grams of rice, about 3.5 ounces of chicken, as you can see. And then I basically did about 2 cups of veggies. And then for the sauce, I did this teriyaki. I put about a dime size in water. And then I kind of just like mix it up to make the sauce more, just because I know it's like pretty high in sugar, so I try not to go too crazy with that. When I'm on contest prep, I probably wouldn't be using that just because it is added carbs with the sugar. So I just kind of mixed it up, and then once the veggies were steamed, I put them with the veggies, kind of fried it up with the veggies, and it gave it a little bit of like a teriyaki taste. It wasn't quite like the Swiss Chalet one, but it did do the trick. So yeah, that's just the rice and chicken, as you can see. And then my veggies are cooking. So I steam them on the frying pan, so I put them in and I add about like a little bit of water just so they steam. And then I usually do my best aminos again in the afternoon. I guess this was the evening, but like I usually do them like 2 or 3 times a day just because I love them, and it keeps me hydrated and gets my water content in. So there is the final product of my stir fry, homemade stir fry. So you can see it's like green beans, peas, peppers, onions, carrots, chicken rice, and then I use a little bit of the organic ketchup. And then meal 5 is a salad. It's basically the same as the other salad. I think I just added pickles in this one, and I did the same kind of thing with the dressing. So I did the olive oil and the red wine vinegar. And then for my carbs for this one, I did barbecue mini rice cakes. I think I did about 30 rice cakes. I can't exactly remember. I kind of was like eating them / like them putting them in the bowl. And then once I finally got them in the bowl and the area, they were like half gone. But yeah, so that's what I did for those, for my carbs. And that again switches. Like sometimes I'll do rice, sometimes I'll do oatmeal. Kind of just right now, since I'm in my off season, I just kind of play it by ear and see how I'm feeling, see what I want. Today was the barbecue rice cakes. And then my last meal, my goodness, this is a handful of speaking, guys. So my last meal, which is my bedtime meal, I did my normal protein shake, which is with the silk cashew milk unsweetened, and I put it to like just over the 1 on the blender, so it's like just over a cup. Then I put the scoop of my protein powder in there, which right now I'm using the BPI s'mores. Actually, that's like pretty much the one I always use because I love the BPI s'more one. And then I add about 4 or 5 ice cubes. I like it like really thick and creamy, so, but the trick is not too many ice cubes because then it gets all weird. So yeah, I think I did 4 there. All right, so then 4, and then I will add another half scoop of the KetoBomb for my fat, which is like the MCT oils. And yeah, that's the s'mores protein I use. It's so good. And then I'll blend it all up. and make it like super thick. Like literally blend it for like 2 minutes. Regan's like always complaining at me because this blender's going on forever. But I like it really creamy and thick, kind of like a milkshake, so that's how I do it. And the KetoBomb also makes it just taste so good. And then instead, so normally I would do like a different fat source at night, like maybe some peanut butter. But since I've been using this product, I replaced that for my fat source with my bedtime meal. So I do a half scoop with just 5 grams of fat. And this one is the French vanilla, or maybe it's a caramel. I can't remember which one I was doing. I switch it up. So usually in the morning I'll do the French vanilla, and then all night I'll do the caramel. But I'll do both French vanilla, kind of just whatever I feel like. They both taste really, really good. So then I like blend it up nice and thick, and you're gonna see the product of that. Yeah, so you'll see I like it like hella thick. That looks like a pretty good shake if I do say so myself. So yeah, I make it, that is like my last meal of the day. That's basically what I eat in a day, give or take. Some days obviously differ, but those are basically around the same kind of macros I would follow every single day. And yeah, I'm going to probably write up a little bit more information of what I'm eating in the description for you guys to follow along. And yeah, that's a day of my eating. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys later. Later, alligator.